welcome to our show. Let's talk on COVID-19. Yesterday was a very unfortunate event that we lost a gem of our film fraternity and the society, Mr. Sushant Singh Rajput. We'll talk about it and how mental health issue is something not given much, deserved attention, and how we should talk more about it to find a solution to it. So to do it, we have with us Mrs. Banasree Chakravarty Borah.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. So this is a mask. This is prepared by the economically downtrodden women.
Okay, great.
They earn a livelihood from it.
Okay,
So
it's
this
very
is a
nice.
gift to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm
Yeah.
very delighted to be part of this event.
Okay.
Thank you for inviting me.
So ma'am, we'll talk about her journey, how she started with it. She has a transformation. She got from a different world to a completely different world. But first, we'll start with the unfortunate event that took place yesterday. What do you have to say about it?
Yeah, actually it's a very unfortunate event. He was an aspiring youth. He had a lot of dreams. Only a few days back he shared in his Instagram the 50 dreams he had to achieve. So how could this person go into depression and take his own life? So this is the question everybody is asking. But depression is something we cannot see. There are two types. You have situational depression and you have clinical depression. Situational depression is when there are situations like you're out of job, you get new job, you get attached to it. Then you have diseases, you get over your diseases. But when you have clinical depression, it is very difficult to identify. It doesn't give you a signal. And what happens? People are always in the denial mode. So it is for the family members to project whether they have it or not, or whether the person is really depressed or not. It's very difficult to find out. So what happens in India, it's a taboo. When you speak about mental health, it's a taboo. We start judging people. Like since yesterday, the social media is flooded with RIP messages, as if you feel that somebody has died in your own home. The moment you put on the phone, this there. The moment you switch on the TV, it's going on and on. So it gets into your subconscious mind and you keep on thinking about it as if something has happened in your own home. So we keep on judging people. Why he has done it? He has fame, he had lot of money, he had power, he had achieved everything. But you see, fame, money, power, glamour, it does not signify your character. And depression also doesn't signify your character. It is deep rooted in your heart. It goes deep rooted in your mind. And you have to talk about it. You have to, just like having a fever, having a physical illness is normal. Having a blood pressure is normal. So as it is, having a mental illness is also normal. So you can always talk to a person. It might be that you may not be able to talk to your friends, your family, immediate family, because immediately a judging will come. Why you have this, you have that, you have that, you have this. So
Lack
people,
of
lack
understanding.
of understanding. So you need somebody like a psychiatrist or a life coach, so who will not judge you at all, who will give you solutions. See, there is no problem in the world which doesn't have a solution. Only you need to talk. Life is very, very important for everybody. This life of Sushant Singh Rajput, maybe he thought he was not important for himself, but he was very important for his father. He was very important for his sister. Right? So you need to love yourself so much that, yes, I am very important to myself. So this is people have forgotten. With this life, with this very busy life, people have forgotten to love themselves, to be happy for themselves. So this is what is this. Like, if you have a mental problem, no problem. Go and talk. It's similar as having a fever. You should treat it just like as a simple illness. Okay, the gravity might be more. So that's.
So you've brought forth a very important issue, that is self-love. We'll
Self-love.
talk more about it.
Okay.
But before that, I want to know that after we've achieved, a certain person has achieved a career, the constant pressure of keeping up with it, is
Yes.
that a factor behind it? I believe it's a major factor. What do you think
Yes,
about
yes,
it?
of course. Like you have to, like society, people are always there. People's opinions are always there. You have to do this. Like when a child is giving an exam, there's always a pressure. Have to score good marks because there is peer pressure. There is pressure from the parents. There's pressure from the family. Similarly, in office, you have always pressure. You have to deal with it. Your promotions are there. So there is always a constant pressure of this. So society is a boon and a virus also, because when society, you are defined by the society, you are controlled by the society, what happens, you tend to, your mind becomes weak and you tend to go according to society's wishes. Like you are connected outwards without any grounding within. You have no grounding within and you don't care about what your mind thinks. So you are always concerned about the society. I have to earn this much, I have to go to exotic locations, I have to buy a beautiful home.
Also, there's
I
this
have to,
peer pressure.
yes, there's a peer pressure. My friend has got a home, oh, they have gone to Switzerland, so next time I have to go somewhere else. I have to post those pictures, otherwise people will think that I have not done anything. So there's always a constant pressure there. So like social media is both a boon and a virus. The society is both. So you have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. You have to imbibe the good qualities in you, the qualities that will help you to master. There is stress everywhere, but you have to manage, you have to learn to manage the stress.
Okay. So with the recent events that we are witnessing everywhere, I have observed that from maybe the last 30 years, with the advent of modernization, westernization, globalization and social media and everything, we've lost ourselves in the process.
Exactly, we have lost ourselves. We have gone into a cocoon. We have become like we are into a cocoon and the whole ourselves is surrounded by a different world. We are in a different world, and especially with the COVID-19, what happened, people are always at home, so they are retrospecting about themselves only, what I have done, because people don't spend time with themselves. There is nothing called me time.
True.
There is nothing called me time. See, there are morning rituals. We should always go for some morning rituals, some 30 minutes for me time, say maybe before we go to bed. But people have forgotten. The moment people get up, they'll take up the phone. What's the WhatsApp message? What somebody has posted in Facebook? That's the thing we do it. So we have always like totally forgotten ourselves, and we totally dedicate ourselves to the society. We have put ourselves, our whole life to the society.
We're more concerned about what other people have to say about
yes,
us.
of course. And when we post something in the Facebook, the first is how many likes we have got, what are the comments we have got. So this is what we need to manage. We need to manage, and this should start from a very early age. Very early age. This should start.
Okay, so in the process we also, lose loving the self.
Yes, of course, the self-love is not there. The self-love is not there. Yes, you might think that that person is always going to the office on time, she is wearing beautiful dresses, she is going to great holidays, they might be loving, but no. You go inside that person. See, if Sushant Singh Rajput would have loved himself, he could not have taken his own life. Because the life Sushant Singh Rajput was, he was a role model for so many people. He got 7th rank in the All India Engineering exam. He got into Delhi Engineering College, then he left for his passion. Without any godfather, he got into a good position. So he was a role model for many people. But now what happened? Those people who considered him to be role model, they are like heartbroken.
It's very ironical that just the last movie I saw of him
was
of course,
inspiring. He was like telling his son that every problem has a solution, and he could not take this into his mind, cope up with it. So he has given, so his soul is like, see, physical body, we have same soul, but it's for many bodies. So his soul will continue to come and again and again, again and again, until he learns to fight.
So here we can see that there is a difference between the real life and the real life.
Yes, of course.
We feel that, you know, the glamorous people, the famous people do not have a problem because they have money, career,
Yes, we
establishment
always
and
think
everything.
that, yeah.
But that's a lie, that's a sheer
That's
lie.
a lie. Even with normal people also. With normal people also, you might see a very happy family. I have known some families, they are very happy families. The son is very attached, and one day the son committed suicide. The parents were at doldrums. They could not understand how could he have done it, but he has done it.
Yeah.
So it happens. So you really need to talk. You need to have family time. You need to have me time. You have to love yourself so much. You have to understand that there are people who love you so much that their life is intertwined with you. Like suicide doesn't take your pain, it gives to someone else. When you die, the pain goes to someone
It's
else.
a burden and pain
It's
on
a
someone
burden on
else.
someone else. So you must have left, but your pain is with somebody else who is living death, who is in living death.
And it's very surprising that India, being the, you know, youngest country of the world, has a lot of young population.
Yes.
But most of it goes into depression, anxiety and stuff like that because of lack of, you know, a path.
Yes, on that I would say, see, I have observed when I have ventured into this, my world of happiness life coach and being a motivational speaker, basically happiness life coach. So I have observed there are two kinds of youth in this world. One is who has a lot of clarity, who knows what to do. Because I have been doing lot of workshops, I have worked with many organizations where there are youth. They do motivational speaking, they do meditations every day, they are into yoga, pranayama, breathing techniques, everything. And then there is another kind of youth who are into cluster of themselves, who only know about me, myself and I. They only know about some games, some social media. They are only into themselves. They have lot of ego.
And
So-
there is also this, you know, judging the other.
Yes.
I'm the self in myself, and if someone is, you know, different to me,
Yes.
he's the other. And I
He is
judge
the
him.
other, yeah,
That
the
mentality.
judgment, and the judging goes into parents also. Like if you come and tell your son is like he's into cook, like earlier when we were small, when some guests used to come, you might remember also that when guests used to come and we had to greet the guest, isn't it?
Yeah.
We had to greet the guest when say hello, you have come, sit. But now if you go to some homes, you don't get to see the children. You don't get to see the
the
children.
parents are also
and
not
then you
concerned.
get, and you if you ask them, oh, he's in his room, he's doing something. But you have to inculcate those habits.
Yeah.
You have to inculcate those virtues. You have to inculcate those, because youths today are more in number in the wider population in the present day.
Yeah.
And what happened? They have to face a lot of difficulties. There are a lot of challenges they have to do. And for that, they are put in a situation where they have to deal with many stress, anxiety. So you have to deal with them. You have to imbibe the virtues, the clarity, the confidence. You have to give them the confidence. So in that case, I have to tell you that spirituality is very important. Spirituality should be a way of life, inner peace. Spirituality and inner. Spirituality is nothing about religion.
Yeah.
It's nothing
I
about
was coming to
religion.
that.
Yeah. It's nothing about religion. If you don't believe in religion, it's okay. Okay. It's not for the soul also. It's like it's having good character, good thoughts, good actions, good habits and destiny. Like I want to quote, this is very important. Watch your thoughts, they become your actions. They become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, they become your destiny. So you have to be very careful with your thoughts, because mind always goes into autopilot. Always it tries to wander, because whatever you try to resist, it will persist. If you try to think different, it will try to. So you have to control your mind. So it has been already proved by science that meditation really intervenes your mind, calms your mind, everything. So you have to imbibe those qualities of yoga, meditation, everything in your child. And spiritualism is not only about meditation, it is a foundation of character building. So if you have a good character, if you have a good thought, if you are good, so you will not wander away. So it has to be right from childhood.
Yeah, the thing that is very prevalent among us youth is that See, I'm not a religious person. I do not believe in spirituality. I cannot go to meditate. So what do you have to say about it? That there's a misconception among all of us.
Yeah.
And the youth more sort of believes in superficial things.
Yes, they think that if I listen to this song, if I do my own thing, I'll be happy. They think. But at the inner world, they are not happy actually. They're always under pressure. Supposing there's a PUBG game. They're playing a PUBG, are always under pressure. I have to win this, I have to win this, I have to win this, I have to win this match, I have to win this. Always a pressure. So, see, I want to clear, spiritualism is nothing about religion. Nothing about religion. See, every religion has got prayers, but I'll tell you, prayer is a sort of energy.
Yeah.
Everything has got energy, right? Everything has got energy. So, prayer is also energy. When you chant some mantra, there is some energy. So, when you chant a mantra, when you pray, you have firm belief and faith that your prayer will be answered. Okay, you don't think that there is God, you don't think there is Jesus Christ or there is Krishna or there is Allah, but there is some supreme power, there is some universal power which is helping you. If you are not spiritual, don't think about any religions. Just think that yes, there is some supreme power, and with firm belief and prayer, you can do miracles. There have been miracles. There have been cancer patients who have really gone too far, but they have come back. There have been instances. So this is a miracle. No, every day we wake up.
Yeah.
We go to sleep with the faith that we wake up, because we plan for the next day. So that means what? We have a faith. We have a faith in this universal power. Whatever the science tells, our body is not a machine. So it's working every day.
Yeah.
So it's a miracle. There is some universal power. So we have to motivate the kids, we have to motivate the youths to come, because when they are spiritually strong, when they are positive in their life, they can gain proper faith on things with proper understanding. They can have confidence, they can have clarity, a lot of brightness in their minds, because spiritually strong, like, it energizes livelihood. It really energizes livelihood, and it gives you a mind balance. There are a lot of techniques these days. For self-love, you have techniques. For, like, you are angry with someone, okay, you are angry with someone, and this is not giving you a peace of mind, because at the back of the mind, the subconscious mind, it takes into it, it records. So you might not be thinking, but that subconscious mind is always thinking. So there are forgiveness techniques also. You forgive that person, you forgive yourself, so you feel very light. So there are a lot of techniques today available.
So the one thing that comes up from what you've said is that you need to believe in yourself.
Yes, exactly. You need to have a proper clarity. You have to have confidence of yourself, and yes, you have to think that you can. You dream. Yes, you can, and you begin it.
And there's a power of attraction.
There's a power. Yes, the law of attraction is always working. The law of attraction. Whatever you give, there's a saying, like, Shah Rukh Khan said in a movie, whatever you give it to the universe, jo cheez ko, like, you conspire is, so the universe gives it back. So there are affirmations. So affirmations were what? There are positive statements, there are energetic statements we give to the universe, and the universe gives it back.
Because when we believe, we also believe that we can do it. Then we start working for it.
Like this, like, if we can sleep believing that we'll wake up next day, why can't we believe that we'll do something tomorrow?
True.
Because we have planned for the next day, no? Supposing we have planned we'll go to a movie. That means when you're going to sleep, we know that we'll wake up. We have that faith. That why can't we have that faith? That is, yes, we'll wake up, we'll do something. So when you dream, now suppose a CEO, suppose he has dreamt of a very powerful company. So that is his faith and power. That is his prayer. That is his prayer. He might not be a religious person, might not be a very religious, but might not go to temples and all. But he has a firm belief and faith that he can set up a very big company.
So there's a universe calling that constantly keeps working. You just have to catch the call.
You have to give it to, and so that you get back what you have. Now, in this point, I want to tell you one thing. Like, suppose on money related. Money is a very important thing, because if you want to do charity, you need money. Whatever thing, you need money. So, see, for me, might be 10 lakhs is okay. For you, 20 lakhs is okay. It depends on the person, but whatever. Suppose I affirm in the morning that I have a very huge bank balance. I have a very huge bank balance. God give me a very this bank balance. But all throughout the day, I become negative. I keep on thinking, oh, my bank balance is there or not. I have this lack attitude. Oh, I'll get this money or not. So the universe is getting contradictory messages, isn't it? So once I am telling that I have a very beautiful bank balance, and by evening I am having this saying that I don't have, I have lack attitude. So universe is getting contradictory messages. So it is not able to manifest. It's not able to understand. And universe doesn't understand want messages. Like if you say I want, so universe catches it like it's lack. So this person doesn't want, so he doesn't. He has lack attitude. So when we say affirmations, we always put it in the present tense, that it's already been done. So when we do affirmations, it's very difficult for some person to do it because this has not been fulfilled. So how can I say this has been done? So that's it. You have to like train your mind. You have to train your subconscious mind, because subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the reality inside and the outside reality.
You have to train it.
You have to train. It's just like the affirmations is just like the inner compass. Just like the compass guides the ship. So you have to you have to guide the inner mind with the compass to a new reality, so that your ship, that is the mind, goes into a new reality. You are creating a new reality inside, and which focuses on the outer world.
You know, adding on to that, the bank balance thing, I can remember my father saying that, you know, with you growing economically as a person, your crisis also grows.
Yes.
And that is the evidence that you're growing. Today, you
Yes.
are crying for rupees 10. Tomorrow you might be crying for rupees 100. But you should not be crying that, oh, I'm crying over the larger amount. You should be happy rather that yesterday 10 rupees was a big deal for me, but today 100 rupees is a big deal
exactly.
for me. I'm progressing.
And in that way I want to give my personal experience. My father died very early, and my mother was not working. Okay, she was not doing anything. So whatever my father left, he left some LICs and all, and the pension. So, but my mother never thought that she did not have money, because she got this attitude from my father. Suppose my father had 1,000 rupees in his pocket, and he would say, oh, no worry, I have 5,000 rupees, no worry. So and then my mother would say, hey, why, you are telling a lie. He said, no, I'm not telling her, I'm saying it to the universe. I'm saying it to the universe that I have a lot of money, so I'll have a lot of money. So after my father died, so my mother and I had my elder sister. She was not married by then. My brother was there, he was very young, and we all got settled. My mother beautifully took us through this lifestyle, and we had a pretty good lifestyle. So this is what, like, if you are positive, you have a very good attitude, so it really works, and I'm a living example of this. I must tell you.
Okay, on that note, I'd again come back to you now.
Okay.
So you had a corporate life. You have left that life behind. You were in Delhi living a corporate life. You left that and you shifted to here, and you know, shifted to a completely different horizon, that is spirituality.
Yes.
So what's this journey from like corporate lifestyle to the spirituality? Please tell us about that.
So, yeah, I did my Master of Computer Applications from Assam Engineering College, and then after I got married, and my husband was an interior designer, and at that time he was working with the Telegraph. So we shifted to Delhi, basically for me, because there was no jobs for MCA, and then I joined a college in Delhi. So I was working there, and I don't know why something was always missing, because I've always been inclined to spiritual. I've seen my mother doing meditation with mantras in the puja room. So I was always, but that time I was not aware there's something called life coach, or because India, it's like it was not there, and maybe it was there, I could not catch it. So what happened, then my husband decided to come back to Guwahati, open up his own business. I also followed him. I was there for some time, but then it was very difficult to maintain, like I was not happy with it, that staying different places. So I came back, and then I did a few jobs out here with some corporate houses. And recently also, 3 years back, I joined as a very good post in a company. but always there was something missing. Like I did not have my passion, because I was doing lot of courses, workshops. I was always interested in those things, always interested, and I was giving motivational speaking and like life coaching coaches, and somebody would say, Boo Boo Baba, like my pet name is Boo Boo, like always coming up with ideas, always telling us to do, not to do something. The family members also used to laugh. But then my husband suggested that if you love this so much, because why don't you take it forward? Why don't you share your knowledge with the society?
Because since you have it, you can give it to others.
And it's your passion. You love to read books. You love to do it. You don't have to work hard so much, because that's your passion.
That's your
and
calling.
when your passion becomes your work, there's nothing like it. So that's how I shifted to spirituality. And okay, so I've been spiritual all along. So I never miss my meditation, be it in the train, be it in the flight, wherever, because I feel I have not taken bath. So and I'm so happy that my son is also like that. He has been doing this meditation since a long time. So that way I did. And then I thought that life coaching is not simply life coaching. I wanted to be somebody in the truest sense of the term, life coaching. That I coach somebody and I forget. No, I have to coach that person throughout my life. I have to be in touch with that person throughout my life.
That person will grow a bit of you.
And I have to be for that person all the time. Whenever that person pings me, I should be there for that person. It doesn't end with a session. So I self-curated a few workshops. Few workshops for and I customized it also. So I self-curated a few workshops. Like there is a workshop for Happy Me. So Happy Me is like, you deserve to be happy. The happiness, you have the key to happiness. You don't give the key to happiness to others. Somebody other can not decide you that you have to be happy. So you have to love yourself so much. When you love yourself so much, only then you can make others happy, and you make others love themselves or yourself, isn't it? If you don't love yourself, how can you make people love yourself, you? So then I have overcoming fears, that is fearless me. All we have a deep inner rooted fear. Like especially with the COVID, there is lack of clarity, increased anxiety, and like people are worried about the future. So I have a like how to get over a deep inner rooted fear and manifest your goals. Then I have mind matters. Mind matters is our mind always goes here and there. You're not able to control your mind with your thoughts. So how to train your mind and achieve your dream goal. And then I have how to become abundant and prosperous and become a money magnet. That is like how to get rid of negativities. Like when we say, hey, I don't have money, I'm not getting money, there is blocked money, it is always because there is a negativity inside us, because the law of attraction is getting this. So I have that. And then I have the weight loss program also. See, the weight loss program is like excess weight no more. This is like you don't have to go for rigorous gyms, you don't have to stop eating your food. Of course you have to have healthy food. So how do you lose your weight healthy? So basically I try to promote or propagate a holistic living, a living beyond medicine. I am not telling people go out of the doctor, leave your medicines, leave everything, but at the same time incorporate holistic living in your lifestyle. You have a different lifestyle. You change your lifestyle according to your body, according to your mind, and then live a healthy life and all. So that's what I am doing.
It's very interesting, and our viewers will love to know and want to know more about it, that you don't have to go to the gym and burn a ton to lose weight and be fit. You can also do it by practicing happiness and spirituality, and she'll tell us more about it.
Yes, like see, I have some techniques for weight loss. How can you love your body? How can you love your food? And you can always tell your food, yes, I love this food, I'm having your food. Just like you're having a, see, pizza is not a healthy food, but once in a while you love to have pizza, right? So if you can think that that pizza is not going to affect my body, you can ask your fat cells to leave your body very lovingly. So there are some techniques. So I use that. I use affirmations. I use visualizations. Visualizations, I want to tell you, visualization is like seeing or imagining or describing something that the world you want to create. like visualization with affirmations, they train your subconscious mind, they give the subconscious mind the experience that you are creating a new reality. So you are giving a feeling to it. The feeling is more important. Like if somebody asks you visualize your kitchen, so you can visualize the kitchen. So there are temporary visualizations, there are permanent visualizations. Like you can do a visualizations for next tomorrow office, you will do that work, you will do this work. So by the time you come to office, you don't have to think, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that.
It
so internalize. So similarly for permanent visualization, you can visualize for your permanent goal. So suppose you are a player, you can visualize you are playing for your country. You are when you are entering, the whole stadium is like telling your saying that this player has come. So that's it.
Okay, that's very nice to know. And you know, you've come across as a very strong lady today. She manages work, she manages, you know, her personal life, her profession. She helps her husband in his interior designing business, and then her son is, you know, a cricketer.
Yes, he has represented under 16 state team for 3 years consecutively. And he's preparing for under 19.
Wonderful. So and he doesn't go to school, he stays back at home, he practices, he also carries out his education. So having your son at home, your husband maintaining the, you know, household works, and then also giving it back to the society, how do you balance it?
So that I would say my family is very supportive, because all these years when I was working for Happiness Life Coach, I've always been on the computer and working. So they were doing their own work, they were taking my work, they were helping me out. My in-laws, they have been very, like when I have gone for courses outside, they have taken care of my son. My mother is there, my brother, my elder sister, my sister-in-law, they have always helped me with knowledge. Like whenever I ask my brother who stays in the UK, like he's like always there, my brother-in-law is also there, everybody, they're always helping me out. So I would say family support is very important for somebody, a lady, to be successful, because you have to have a balance of work. Because if your family is, you have to look after your family all the time, you are pressurized, you cannot concentrate on, because my work requires a lot of concentration, because I do one-on-one workshops also. I do one-on-one workshops with the clients, so I have to be like in a quiet environment, and my son does homeschooling, so he's into open school, so he does his own, and since he is into meditation, so he understands that. And my husband is not that spiritually strong, but now he's strong, but he has always been positive, so that is like, I have got a very good support system actually.
That's wonderful. So with the lockdown, like us, everyone else is spending more time with their family. You must also be spending more time with your family. So what do you want our viewers to know? What is the difference, like, with our normal life and the lockdown life? And you know, we have seen that people have done the introspection thing so much that we had seen the scene yesterday.
Yeah, like some people are spending more time with their family. So I just want to suggest them, be passionate, be patient, because your family is also having the same, they are going through the same process, right? They are having, without going to the office, without meeting some other people, they are in the home. So you have to be very passionate with them, you have to be very patient with them, and you have to be very loving with them. The most important thing is you have to be loving with them. See, every soul is different, every soul is different. So if you try to make them as yourselves, then you're hurting them, right? There are persons who want to watch different set of serial, and you want to watch a different set of serial. So supposing he's watching Crime Patrol and you are sitting with him, there's nothing wrong to watch for 2-3 minutes with him and without changing to another serial. And when it finishes, you can ask him, okay, let me just let me allow to see that I want to see.
Again, we come down to communication.
Yes, communication. So you need to have a good communication. You need to talk. You need to have family time. You need to have those rituals that were earlier. We should go back to our roots actually. Like when we used to get up in the morning, take bath, go to the puja room, do family prayer together in the evening.
We used to do work, but we had time for ourselves. But now we are so engrossed in
work, engrossed in the social media. Like there are families sitting all having phones. So instead of keeping the phone, we can talk. Right, we can talk. We can talk about different things. We can talk about a play also. We can talk about a cinema. We can talk about some sports. We can talk whatever your interests are. We can do that.
So again, coming down to social media, the social media life is such a curated life that people put up their best image in front of the society or in front of the people, in front of the viewers, followers, so that they want to be the best.
Yes.
So how do you think that social media is hampering us, or it had been designed to social media, a social space, but it's more sort of a passive addiction for us now, mostly the youth?
As I tell you, social media is not bad. You only need to have to use it in the right way. There are lots of people who are having their business in social media.
Yeah.
They are doing lots of business, the small businesses, the medium scale business, even the large business also. So you need to have the right attitude to use it. Whenever somebody posts something, you don't have to react to it. Oh my God, here she has gone there. Oh my God, she is having this food.
We make it a part of us
it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's having that food, and then we start criticizing. Oh, in this lockdown, she's posting pictures of food and people are hungry. That doesn't mean she might be happy with that. Because she might be happy. She cannot do with anything with the migrant worker, supposing. She cannot solve that problem, but she is having her happiness with that. The social media in a right way. Say, people are using Instagram for a lot of things. There are people who are using YouTube for a lot of things. They are earning money from it. So it doesn't have to be. So it has to be a rule in a family that keep off the social media at least 2 hours before your sleep, because the light also affects the sleep hormone. You don't get, and sleep deprivation is the most important factor that is responsible for health hazard today. If you don't get good sleep, many factors come up. So that's a different issue that will take a long time, but sleep deprivation is the most important. People watch Netflix all throughout their night.
Yeah.
But you can watch it 2 hours, then stop it.
They have
Do
this
something.
term now, Netflix binge.
Netflix binge. And
Yeah.
Netflix has earned lots of money during lockdown only because of this. So you have to have control over yourself. You have to have control over, this is the time. So just like we do fasting for our detoxification, we also can do mind detoxification with the social media fasting for 1 day. Let's do it. We can always do it.
Yeah.
For social media fasting, okay, WhatsApp is important because you might have a message. There might be people who are not getting a network, phone network. They might send you WhatsApp messages. But we can always do social media fasting for 1 day, and let's see what it does.
Yeah.
If our dry fasting or what fasting we do can detoxify our body, it will also detoxify our mind.
So okay, so I'm bringing out two very important points from this. First is self-awareness. You have to be aware about yourself, what you are doing. Constantly keep a check, introspect yourself. And secondly, an attitudinal change. Attitudinal change from your side towards the society, and the society should also shift from a negative to a positive attitude.
Like, see, society, it's very difficult to change the society. Change yourself.
The change begins
yourself.
from
Change
you.
begins from you. Change yourself. Okay, you don't have to be a puppet. You don't have to be a football for others' opinions. You take their opinions. If it resonates with you, keep it in your mind. If it doesn't resonate, give it to just throw it away.
True. So today, you coming to this point, I feel very wonderful. You being a woman, so this has been a journey.
Yes.
Along with journey of experiences, this has also been a journey of knowledge, education. Yes. So how have you educated yourself? Would you like to mention name of some books?
Yes.
Or some authors?
See, I have always been interested in reading like Enid Blyton books. We started with Enid Blyton, Tinkle, Amar Chitra Katha. So those were like a part of our life. So as I grew up, I started with fiction and all, like similar with everybody, Jackie Collins, Sidney Sheldon and all. Then when I went to Delhi, a friend of mine gifted me a chicken soup series.
Okay.
So that really changed my mind, my life. Why? Because chicken soup series are all real life incidents. All chicken soup series for a parent, chicken soup series for a working woman, chicken soup series relation between mother and father. Those books. So they are all
we can connect.
Yes,
to
you can really connect to them. So it really and then I read Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda and Divine Romance. And I don't know why I felt so attracted to those books, and I started buying those religious books. Then I started reading 6 readings from World Religions by Robert Van de Weer. See, even a person, if it's not religion, he'll love that book. So it is like that. Then Stumbling into Infinity by Michael Freshman, then Bharater Shadok by Shubodh Chaudhary, and Vivekananda series. The Vivekananda series are wonderful. Anybody can read. I would suggest that all youths, parents of all youth, if you can make your children read those series, they are wonderful. They are wonderful. And there are people who don't like to read those series, like my son. My son is more into sports book. But then reading is a very important, it's the best quality a person can have. It it opens your mind, it gives you knowledge about the world around you, it gives you, and most importantly, it gives you life lessons. Most importantly, it boosts your confidence, it removes stress. See, it is very difficult to completely release your stress, but you can learn to manage stress. You can learn to manage stress and have better control about your physical and mental health. So books are very important, very important. So I have lots of books, but now I am more shifted to these books. But I am open to other books also. If I like it, I read it. Otherwise, I am like Times India Speaking Tree. They are very simple words. I love those books. And the Bhagavad Gita as it is. And for me, Bhagavad Gita is there, and there's another book, The Secret by Rondre Brown. I carry it everywhere I go. I carry it everywhere.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, in any distress, I'll always feel free to come to you and take some lessons.
Anytime you want. Anytime.
It was wonderful talking to her. Banasree Chakravarty Borah. She's a
Borah.
She's a life coach. She spreads happiness. She's a motivational speaker, and it was.
And I just want to add it. I just added happiness life coach. I would have been a life coach also, but I certified as happiness life coach because happiness is a state of being. Because happiness is the most important factor in our life.
Wonderful. So, from this conversation, if you'd want our viewers to take a few sentences or a few words or notes, what would these be?
See, life is a very beautiful journey. Only you should know. You should be your sailor. Don't give the key to happiness to others. Your happiness should be yours. And love yourself so much that you become the most important person in your life. So that when you are the most important person of your life, people around you will always look upon you so that they can come, they can love, they'll learn to love themselves as well. So that's
wonderful. It was wonderful talking to you.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to share my knowledge, whatever I had insights.
Yeah, thank you so much. So we'd also like to thank India Tourism, Incredible India, Spectrum Adventure, MJI Group, Bharatraj, Astro Samadhan, Meraki Cake, Illuminous Aesthetic Clinic, Swarajyoti Events, Everyday Salt, and Amole. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Spectrum Adventures, an institution committed towards excellence in IITJ, NEET, AIMS, and boards preparation. We offer courses for classes 11 and 12, repeaters, and pre-foundation. We have a team blended with youth and experience, dedicated in nurturing young talents of Northeast. The administrative team maintains a special care unit for each and every student. We provide in-house hostel facilities. 4 years of hard work, constant dedication, and support from my team, parents, and teachers have helped me to start an educational revolution in Assam. Every year we have dominated in the results of NEET 2019 and JEE 2019 and is not an exception. This time, more than 55 selections have taken place out of 112 students, with Upasana Talukdar being the highest with 643 marks. Best team, best teachers, and the entire dedication has helped us to grow to become the fastest coaching institute in Assam.
Welcome to Illumis Clinic. Look good, feel better. Illumis Clinic is Guwahati's first state-of-the-art aesthetic clinic located in the heart of Guwahati at ABC. Our services include cool sculpting, Exilis Elite, Botox and filler treatment, thread lifts, lasers and medifacials. Illumis Clinic was founded by Dr. Reema Das Malik in 2015 with the encouragement of her father-in-law late Bimal Chandra Malik and husband Dr. Saikat Malik, a laparoscopic surgeon himself at Narayana Hospital, Guwahati. Dr. Rima is a pioneer in bringing new technologies in the field of aesthetics in Northeast. She is a visiting faculty at Institute of Laser and Aesthetic Medicine, New Delhi, and Allergan Medical Institute, Singapore. She has attended numerous trainings, seminars, conferences and workshops, both in India and outside, in the areas of aesthetics and cosmetology. She is the recipient of Dynamic Women Entrepreneur of the Year, Mumbai in 2016. Breakthrough Innovation in Modern Aesthetics and Skincare Practice, Mumbai in 2017, and Women Achievers Award, Guwahati in 2018 for significant contribution in the field of aesthetics and cosmetology by TV18 Group. Dr. Rima has worked hard to spread awareness about aesthetics across various industries and organizations in rural and urban areas in Northeast through organizing training programs and awareness campaigns. She has been the part of several talk shows in FM and news channels. She regularly writes articles in newspapers and magazines. She is associated with many beauty pageants in Northeast. The team at Illumis Clinic is proud to celebrate its 5th anniversary with you.